Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be checking out the new update in Brookhaven. But before starting, make sure leaving a like and subscribing to the channel because it will really help me out a lot. But anyways, let's get started by looking at the log. So here is the new log. New free house, new estate, 2 new tools, 12 themed props, school update, new decorations added to the school, more quick chat, new chat options, added chat categories, avatar codes, share outfits in the avatar editor. So yes, we got quite a bit to talk about as well. But let's start by looking at the quick chat a little bit because they did add a little bit about that. So now by going into quick chat, you'll see that they got it split up into categories now. So now it's saying the hi and whatever, it all appears here. But you come here to a different layer, it brings up the other options as well. And same with this one. It brings up those emotions and options for that. And then for the emojis, you get this, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm sure everyone knows about the classic faces being removed from Roblox. So if you didn't know, if you owned the classic faces game pass, if you did own the classic faces game pass, it was now removed from Brookhaven due to the removal of classic faces on the platform. So, as you can see, it doesn't appear here anymore because they removed the Game Pass. But in return, for people like me who actually bought the Game Pass, you can actually come over here now to new vehicles, and there's this new vehicle for the Faces Unlocked Game Pass. So yes, it is this face right here, which is pretty weird in my opinion. But yes, this will just change the faces of them, which is pretty cool. And yes, you can drive it as well. So this was just kind of like an update to the faces that they just kind of added for the Faces Unlocked Game Pass. So technically it's here, but it's only for this vehicle now, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And then to click it, you can change the faces. So yeah, it just kind of changes the face of how it looks. So if you had the Faces Unlocked Game Pass, this is gonna be your new reward for it, which is weird but cool. But let's talk about the new cherry blossom stuff now. So let's get the house. So here is the new cherry blossom house in the game right here. So let's spawn this in, and wow. This is a pretty big house, and there's 2 of them, by the way. So there's 2 of them. And this one is already pretty big as it is. Like, holy, this is massive. So here we got all the plants and everything outside here, which is pretty nice. But this isn't like a normal door. You can't just walk through it or open it. So it's like a sliding door. You open it like that. So this isn't one of those houses where you do stuff like that. It's just like this, which is weird and cool. So obviously walking in here, you got all the walkway or the intro in stuff, which is pretty cool. So let's start by going through here. And oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in here to talk about. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. So over here we got like the dining tables and everything. And then over here, whoa. Well, it looks like you can change that, which is pretty cool. And then here you have weapons. You do have... Okay, so you have some type of weapon here, which is pretty nice. And then you got your little mini kitchen over here, which is pretty cool. And then over here you got the big screen TV for the Brookhaven TV. So there's all your shelves and everything. And then over here we have like a closet. So yeah, not only in this closet, it's just like a basic closet, but that one's pretty cool. And then I believe, yeah, this one leaded outside to the backyard area, which this one's pretty cool. It's got like a little backyard area here. It's pretty cool. And then going back through here to this one, we got a walk-in shower, which is pretty nice. And then we got another one of those things. And then we got the bathroom sinks, and then the toilet right there as well, which is pretty cool. And then through here, we got the upstairs, so we can go up here now. And then over here, we got this door here, which basically is just like a storage area or a storage room, however you want to say it. So yeah, it's basically just a place to put all your storage and stuff like that. And then through here, we have this over here, which is basically just like a bunch of 2 sleeping bags right here or something. Pretty cool. And then here we have another one of those weapons right there, which is pretty cool. And then here we have the closet. Another closet. And then the safe is actually going to be right here. So yes, now you know where the safe is, chat. You know where the safe is now. So that one's pretty cool. Then over here, well, I guess that was it. Yeah, that was basically it, this house. Yeah, I guess there was really basically it with this house. Okay. Well, let's check out the Cherry Blossom Estate. So let's get a house over there and let's see that. Come on, I need an estate. Okay, everyone's using them. We'll just use the island estate. Here we go. So here's this one, and oh my gosh, we have to let's get our skateboard out. Get over to it. Here we are. There it is. So now we are at the Cherry Blossom Estate. And oh my gosh, this one's pretty big because it has a wide space of stuff. So obviously, of course, for the cherry blossom, some of the trees are pink colored, which is pretty nice. And if we go all the way over here, we got like a little sheltered area here with a kind of a table in the middle, probably just like hang out place or whatever. And then here we have some lights as well, which is pretty cool. And then we have a whole river. Wait, can we swim in it? Oh no, we can't swim in it, but we actually have fish. We actually have fish that swim in this thing, which is pretty cool. And then here we have our land bridge that we can just walk across. It's pretty cool. And then here is the whole cherry blossom thing. So let's go in. It's gonna have that sliding door again. Here's the walkway too. And then here is the outside one, which basically leads the same thing. Over here is going to be a jacuzzi or a hot tub where you can actually go in here and you can actually sit in it, which is pretty cool. And then you got all your options right here, which is pretty cool as well. So yes, you got your own jacuzzi in this one. And then you got the bathroom with the toilet and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Now let's go over here because over here is a big room. So over here is just basically a dining table, another dining table, I'd say, and then the Brookhaven TV here. Got like a painting here with all this stuff here, the cherry blossom stuff. Then another sliding door that just basically leads outside to this deck. And then we have another one of these closets here, which is pretty cool. And then we have this one on this side, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, and then over here is the kitchen, the dining room and kitchen over here. So yes, this one's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Do we have any food in this fridge? Because, well, we got a decent amount of stuff, chat. Decent amount of stuff in that fridge. And then here's the stairs, which we'll check out in a minute. Then here we have back way here, which basically, if you come around here, it just leads to here, which is pretty cool. Oh, you can sit on the edge. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then here is like a library room here, which is this one's pretty cool as well. Now we can make our way upstairs here, because this one will be pretty cool here. Alright, so in here we got another kind of table here. I don't even know. This isn't even a table, really. I don't know what they call these. But anyways, over here we got two more closets right here, which is pretty cool. And still have not noticed the safe at all. Maybe it's this one? Maybe? Wait, I think it is. It is, chat. Let's go. It is this one. Let's go. Let me out, please. There we go. So that one's pretty cool. And then over here we got more of these beds over here, and then this thing over here, which is pretty cool. And then over here we got more of these beds, and then another closet, which is nothing special at all. And then we have another jacuzzi. So we have two jacuzzis. And then another walk-in shower right here. And then we have a toilet, just without a sink. Oh, actually there are sinks, I didn't notice. And then going upstairs here, we actually got like a storage area up here. There's like a little storage area up here. Pretty neat. So let's actually check out the new props. There were new props introduced. So let's see this new one, which the new one I've already showed. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see these new ones though. So over here we got this, this, and then this. Which are all just cherry blossom and plant, which are all just plant-related props for the cherry blossom. Which that's pretty cool as well. Pretty cool, I must say. Like it. And then we have other ones too, which is these ones. So we have this, and that, and then that thing. Which these we've already seen. It's just basically that sliding door. And then these other things as well, which, yeah, it's all just basically the same thing. And then we have this totem thing or whatever you want to call this thing. I have no idea what this would be, but I think that was it for the props. And I think that was going to be it for this video, chat. If you did enjoy, make sure leaving a like, subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.